Hello guys, and welcome back to my new video. This is Bright Code. In today's video, sorry but before we start the video, if this is your first time watching my video or you have watched it before and you like my video, please help me out and subscribe if you haven't, and like, share my video, turn on bell notification. If you like the video, please share it to your friend, let them watch it too, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys if you just did. And in this video, this tutorial, what you're going to learn is pop-up alert message. And what that does is that if you maybe you go to a website or you're creating a website where a users come, maybe clicks on your website, and then what you're going to see is the alert message or a pop-up message if you want to do that. So maybe if I refresh my page here, my message is that subscribe to my channel, which is the message that comes up when the user enters my website. So this is what we'll be doing. If a user maybe is filling out a form or is doing something and there was an error somewhere, you can just say there is an error. Or if he did something else, you can just say maybe this is a good channel. And another thing, these are okay, and you see how it stacks on top of each other. This is the animation we're going to be learning. And also when you did a certain point, maybe you click, see it will not pass more than 4 messages. And when you click on it, maybe you don't like it, you can just click on it and it's boom, it just disappears. So this is what we're going to learn today, this message notification. So if you want to learn how to do it, you can just stay around and check the video tutorial throughout the video. Then you're going to learn how to do it and use it on your website, maybe on your form, or welcoming strangers into your website. And if you leave it for some time, it automatically disappears too, like this subscribe message, when it stays a certain amount of time, which you yourself are going to put the amount of time you want it to stay. Just like now, it has disappeared without any touch. So this is what we're going to learn in this video, and if you want to keep learning, just check it out throughout the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Okay guys, let's get into the videos and start. Thank you.
So right now guys, we have our editor opened, we have done some, just written some things like our link. We are going to use font family of Roboto, and then we have font awesome too, and our jQuery link. We have all linked all of them. So now what we're going to do is just to create just three buttons just with a class. There are going to be 3 different classes, so let me give this one an error class. So make that into 3. After error, what you're going to give it is error. So in case you have an error, only when you are doing it, you are going to see what you have. And this other one, you're going just to be good, and the next one should be okay. And then we are going to change the class of this to okay too, and the class of the other one, this other class to good. Alright guys, and lastly we're just going to create a class, a div with a class of alert model, which is just, so this is just what we need for the HTML. And here in our div, we are going to use jQuery to put what we want, so that when we call the function, it's going to put the text inside, or the tag inside the alert model, which will appear on the page. So for now, let's go to styling. Later we are going to bring it out, but for now let's just move styling. Though for the styling we are not going to see it, so we should just style the button for now. Let's say button. As for the button, we have a border none, no border, border 0, and then outline should be none, outline none, and padding should be 10 pixels, 30 pixels. After padding, that should be color should be white. And then after white, have the font size 1.2 rem. After the font size, then the font weight should be a little bit bolder, which is bolder. And then font family should be Roboto sans serif, and we save it. And this is what it looks like, but right now it does not have any color. So what we are going to do right now is just to make a button for each of, make a color for each of them, which is the error button, which is dot error, should have a background color of E7 4C and then 3C. Let me save that. That is the error, which is a little red. And then after that, for the good button, should have the background color too, background color of 4C, then D1 and 3, that should be 37. Save, that is good, a little bit green. Then the OK should just make it bluish, which is background color of 3498 dB, which is a little bit blue. And these colors we are still going to put it inside our, what should I name it, inside our div when we put it through jQuery, inside our alert div. So right now when we move over to our jQuery, what we are going to do first is to call a function, is to add a function and name it add. That should be add alert, sorry, small letter, add alert. Give the parameter of message and delay. So delay should have a few. That's what I want to give it. Then now what we're going to do now is just to create the alert. So we are going to append a tag inside this our alert modal, which is, when we call it, so dot alert modal dot append. What we're going to append now will just be it. So let me close this. So we're just going to name a div. So let me just do it here so that it will be way easier. Then I copy it and put it inside. It's going to be alert, then non animated. Great, that is it. After that we are going to have an icon that should be icon notification. I hope I got that right. Icon notification dot far bell. Icon notification dot far bell dot fill. So that is it. And after that, what I'm going to do is get a span too. Let me just bring this div down here. A span. And inside this span we are going to have, no, let's not give it any class. Then that's just it. Then we are still going to have another icon at the last. So wait, I'll explain it when we get over to the jQuery. And then another icon which is i.far. This is the delete icon dot far. That should be times dot icon delete. Got that right? So great. So now that this is done, what we do now is just to add it inside. Ctrl X, add it inside here. Ctrl V. So I hope, seems that there might be some mistakes on here. Okay, let me just remove this space here. Let me see. Right, let me check this. Okay, great. So right now let me see if I can call this function, or if there is any error that I have. Let me try calling the function, or did I make any mistakes? This is correct, and so is this one. Did I do anything wrong? It feels like I did something wrong. Maybe since I leave too much space, let me remove this again. Let's say Ctrl X, and then this, maybe we shouldn't have put the space, or you can then add this. Okay, seems that works well. And then what we are going to do is that, let's say, let me put inside this span, let's just say hello. Let's see if this is working. And then let's call this function which is add alert. Let's see, now you can see it works. This is it, add alert. So right now what we are going to do is that we are going to add inside this parameter that I added, which is message delay and fill. What we are going to do is that here we are going to add, which is the fill, and I'll tell you what it does later on, but for now let's just add it. And after that we are still going to add the message inside this our span. So let's remove this, add msg, oh sorry, which is this, and plus msg. After the msg, the last one, I believe the last one we're going to add, well, not really, seems that we're not adding the last delay. We are going to add it later on, but right now, so here now what this field is that when I add, as you see this, it says undefined. When you see this, it says undefined. So what I'm going to do is that when I add, let me say hello, when we call the function and we add a parameter hello, let's say delay should be 20, but this delay is not going to work now because we have not done anything, and the field should be okay. Let's say okay. As you can see, this is it. Okay, this is what it does. And now okay stands for this color, which means we want the color to be bluish, but right now it is not, so we are still going to get to that later. But for now let's just leave this here like this for now, and then let's move over to designing. Let's design it, which is when we move over to this place. what you are going to do next to put dot alert modal, which is alert modal should have a position fixed. After position fixed, you have bottom, which is bottom 50 pixels, and then right should be 30 pixels. Let me save it. Now it is at the bottom. After that, Z index should be, let's say, 102. You can put it anyone you want. And font family should still be Roboto sans serif. Great. After we are done with that, we are going to move to next. We are going to move is the alert, which we added using the jQuery, which is just alert. And inside alert, we are going to add position relative padding 20 pixels, 30 pixels, and 20 pixels. That is it. After that, box shadow, sorry about that guys, box shadow should be 4 pixels, and RGBA, that should be 0.14, and comma with another box shadow which is 0.48 pixels, and then RGBA, then this should be 177 and 177 with 28.28. We're going to give it to 8. There it is. After that, what we're going to do is give it a width of 250 pixels, and display flex. After displaying flex, align item center, it should move over to the center, and then we should have a margin bottom. That should be margin bottom 20 pixels, and then after the margin bottom 20 pixels, we have color white. Should have a color of white, then cursor pointer. Right now is not showing clearly. Sorry about that. So then let's move over to, since it's not showing clearly, we are still going to make it so it will show clearly. So for that, which is where this came from, which is this okay, this fill, that is okay. So if you put error, I'm not sure if it's going to work yet. It's not going to work. So let's inspect error. Oh, I did not give any space. There it is. Since that was the mistake, I didn't give any space. Now this is it. So if we put okay here, it changes, or if we put good, it changes to green. So that is it. And also, now after the alert, so what we are going to do next is, when it is not called, we are going to make it so it will move over to the, it should hide, but that should be for the last side. Then after that, what we want to do next is alert modal I dot fill, which is what we did, which is font size should be 1.1 em, color should be white, which it already is. Let's leave it. Displayed block, the display block margin right should be 10 pixels. Let's see, yes. And then after the other one, you should have the same thing, alert modal, which is I dot icon delete, which is this times icon delete. That should be font size should be 8. Now let's put it 9.9 em, not 9 em, please. So 9 em shall be color almost the same color, or should I remove? No color. Oh please, let me see. And display should display block, that displaying block margin right should be 15 pixels, and then margin right 15 pixels should have position absolute, position absolute, top should be 17, top 17, and right should be 0. Let's see exactly. After that, cursor pointer. That's what we want. Want the cursor to be pointer. I guess I'll write that. Cursor pointer. Okay, guys. Now that is more like it. It is coming out. Then for our last, which is alert span. This span wanted to have a font weight of 700, and then color font size should be 0.85 em. Okay. Now that is it for the CSS, but before that, let's dot alert. So now what we're going to do is that we are going to hide it. That's what I want to do. Dot none. We're going to hide it. Say left should be 350 pixels. Now it is hidden, which is 50 pixels. As you can see, 50 pixels. So what we are going to do now is that when we call this function, we want it to show whenever we call the function. And in order to do that, what we are going to do is, let's say before that, let's say after this, after our append, what we are going to do is that function, which is the non-animated dot non-animated dot animate, which is animate. So what animate does is that I'm going to give it left, which is should be 0. There it is. As you can see, that is what it is exactly. So when we call this function, is what it's going to do. Or let's say hello, how are you? That is it. So what the next we're going to do is that we want when it is maybe when it is more than 4. But first let me show you the click event. Let's do the click event before we go to that one, which is after this. What you want is, since I'm a little bit confused, when we click on the button, which is this arrow button, let's say dot error dot click, which is a click event, get a function. We want them what we want to do is call this function. When the error is clicked, you say there is an error, and then want to delay it. We have not done this delay method yet. 2000. After that, let's see error. So this is it, as you can see. But when we keep clicking it, it keeps going up. Look at it, is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So when we keep clicking, it's still going up. We don't want that. We want that when it is more than 4, which means it should end here. When it is more than 4, it should delete the first one that we clicked. So when we refresh, so to do that, what we are going to do is that here, what we are going to do is that dot non-animated dot remove class. For this one is the delay first. We are getting it. It is dot remove class dot non-animated dot delay. We want it to have a delay first before going out. So let's say 10,000, if I'm right. 10,000 dot fade out. Then it should fade out, which is function dot, then add this, which is we want this to fade out, which is the add alert, the function that we are calling. We want it to remove to fade out, and that's it. And after that, we want that when we click on this, it should go out. But before that, let's do it should not be more than 4. Let's see, if, give an if statement, if dot alert is alert modal dot alert, which is the length is greater than 4. If it is more than 4, then what we want to do is that the first one, want to get the first one that was clicked, we want it to be removed. So in order to do that, we are going to do dot alert modal dot alert dot equate 0 dot, which is the first one. Where in JavaScript you know that the first one always start from 0. So let's say error. As you can see, it goes out. It's not more than 4, but if you say something like 5, if I add 5, it should not be more than 5. See, it is up to 5. So that is it, but just let's leave it at 4 for now. Not for now, just let's leave it as 4. Then after that, we want that when we click on it, it should hide. So we haven't done that yet, and if we click on this, it's not doing anything. So in order to do something like that, what we are going to do is that outside the function, so we want outside the function, which is document dot click. So document dot, or should we say document dot on click, and what is it I want to click, which is if we click the alert modal, any of the alert modal dot alert, if you click on any of it, then do this, and that should be function, at this, which is the one that we clicked, at this dot stop, which is false and true. So let's do that again, and remove this. See if there's still an error that I did something wrong here. And in order to check that, what we're going to do is, let's see. Okay, seems that there's an error. I did this instead of just putting it like this. Let's see if that works. Alright, that works. When you click on it, it immediately goes out. And then for this last one, let's add this anchovy, which is, now click on good, and when we click on OK, there is an OK, and there is it seems I'm missing it. Where you understand what it means. So 1000, 9000. So when we click on good, oh, it seems that here is supposed to be good, and here is supposed to be OK. So now click on good, click on OK. So this is it, this is what happens. So okay guys, that should be it for this video. That is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you reach out to here, and if you have any question you want to ask, you can ask me in the comment section below, or if you want any tutorial you want me to do for you, then just ask me in the comment section below. And please share this video if you like it, share with your friends that they should subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video too. Thank you very much. See you next time.